Evaluating young talent in the NHL is no small feat. Scouts pour years into this process, sifting through countless players to predict who will become the league's next superstar. But let's face it, scouting isn't an exact science. While some high picks fizzle out, there are those gems picked later in the draft who rise to legendary status. This discussion is all about those surprises, the underdogs, the late-round picks who defied the odds to make their mark in the NHL. Let's dive into the top 6 late-round draft picks who left an indelible mark on the league. Luc Robitaille. Picture this. You're Luc Robitaille, lighting up the junior leagues like a Christmas tree, with a scoring touch so magical you'd think the puck was bewitched. And yet, draft day comes and goes, round after round, and your name's still up for grabs. It's the 9th round. And finally, at the 171st pick, someone decides to take a chance on you. Now, some folks might get a chip on their shoulder, but not Robitaille. No, this guy takes his so-called weak skating, straps on his skates, and decides to show the NHL just what they've been sleeping on.
To center ice, LA's Blake coming back, getting into Rosa. Rosa cutting in front, putting they score! Luc Robitaille not only makes it a 4-2.
Fast forward to his rookie season, and bam! He's not just playing in the NHL, he's dominating. We're talking about clinching the Calder Trophy, folks, but he doesn't stop there. Over the years, Robitaille's name becomes synonymous with hockey excellence, racking up goals like they're going out of style and eventually being immortalized in the Hall of Fame. Robitaille's journey from a 9th-round afterthought to a hockey legend is like something out of a movie. It's a story about not just believing in yourself, but proving every single doubter wrong with every goal, every assist, every game-winning play. His career is a shining example of how sheer talent, ironclad determination, and a never-say-die attitude can transform even the most overlooked player into one of the greatest to ever hit the ice. So, next time you think about giving up because the odds are stacked against you, remember Luc Robitaille. Remember that greatness isn't just born. Sometimes it's drafted in the 9th round. Henrik Zetterberg. Talking about the 7th round steal, Henrik Zetterberg is the ultimate underdog story that every hockey fan loves to hear. Imagine being this kid from Sweden, playing your heart out in the Swedish Hockey League, but somehow you're flying under the radar. It's the 7th round of the NHL draft, and 209 names have been called, none of them yours. Then, at pick number 210, the Detroit Red Wings decide, why not, based on a hunch from a European scout. Little did they know, they just hit the jackpot. Zetterberg's journey from that overlooked pick to the pinnacle of NHL glory is the stuff of legend. We're talking about a career that not only boasts a Stanley Cup win, but also a Conn Smythe trophy for being the most valuable player during those playoffs. It's like finding a rare gem in the last place you'd expect, and then watching it shine brighter than all the others. This guy didn't just join the Red Wings, he became the heart and soul of the team, embodying what it means to be a leader on and off the ice. His story is a powerful reminder to all those late-round picks and undervalued players out there that your draft number doesn't define you. Zetterberg's legacy is proof that with enough grit, talent, and determination, any player can become the cornerstone of a franchise, no matter where they fall in the draft. So next time you hear about a player being picked in the later rounds, don't count them out. They might just be the next Henrik Zetterberg, waiting for their chance to leave an indelible mark on the NHL. Doug Gilmour. Diving into the story of Doug Gilmour, the little giant of the NHL. Picture this. You're Doug, not the tallest guy on the ice by a long shot, measuring up at just 5 feet 7 inches. In a sport where size is often equated with success, you can bet there were more than a few raised eyebrows when his name was still up for grabs at 134th overall. But here's the thing. Doug had something that height can't measure. Heart, skill, and an unbreakable spirit. Despite the odds stacked against him, Gilmour's junior career was nothing short of spectacular, lighting up the scoreboard in a way that simply couldn't be overlooked. When he made it to the NHL, he didn't just play, he dazzled, bringing a level of tenacity and defensive prowess that quickly silenced any doubters. Gilmour's journey in the NHL is a masterclass in determination. He not only bagged himself a Stanley Cup, but also etched his name into history as one of the game's finest defensive forwards. When he was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2011, it wasn't just a personal triumph. It was a victory for every player told they were too small or not enough. Doug Gilmour's legacy is a testament to the power of resilience, showing that true greatness isn't about how tall you stand, but how big you play. So, next time you hear someone being counted out because of their size, just remember Doug Gilmour. He's living proof that in hockey, the size of your heart is what truly matters. Brett Hull, the 6th round goal-scoring machine. Brett Hull, selected 117th overall, is one of the most surprising draft stories. With an extraordinary goal-scoring record in the BCJHL, it's baffling how he lasted until the 6th round. Hull's NHL career was nothing short of spectacular. spectacular, ranking 5th in all-time goals scored. His story serves as a reminder that goal-scoring prowess can sometimes be overlooked in the draft, but shine brightly in the NHL. Pavel Datsyuk, the Magic Man. Let's talk about Pavel Datsyuk, also known as the Magic Man. Now, imagine being picked 171st in the draft. It's almost like being handed a note that says, "We're not really expecting much from you." But Pavel? He didn't just read that note, he tore it up and threw it away. Coming into the NHL, the odds were stacked against him, with many thinking he wouldn't make more than a ripple in the big pond of professional hockey. But boy, did he prove them wrong. Datsyuk's story is like finding a rare, hidden treasure in a pile of overlooked gems. His skill on the ice? Unparalleled. His work ethic? Unmatched.
Zetterberg got it to Datsyuk. Moving right in.
Oh my God!
Pavel Datsyuk with 5 seconds left. 2-1.
The man could steal the puck with such finesse and dazzle with his deeks and dangles, leaving fans and opponents alike absolutely mesmerized. We're talking about a player who not only lifted the Stanley Cup twice, but also collected a cabinet full of awards along the way, showcasing his offensive prowess and defensive brilliance. Datsyuk's journey from a late-round pick to a hockey legend is nothing short of inspirational. It's a testament to the idea that greatness doesn't always come from the spotlight of a first-round pick. Sometimes it's quietly waiting in the wings, ready to take the world by storm. Pavel Datsyuk did just that, becoming one of the most skillful players of his generation and a true icon in the world of hockey. His legacy is a powerful reminder to never underestimate the underdog, because sometimes the magic happens when you least expect it. Dominik Hasek, the 10th round goalie legend, finishing off with the incredible story of Dominik Hasek, or as I like to call it, the draft pick heard around the world. Now picture this, it's draft day, and names are being called left and right. 198 players are chosen, and Hasek's name hasn't been called yet. Finally, at 199th, the Chicago Blackhawks decide to take a chance on this guy from the Czech Republic. Little did anyone know, they just drafted a legend. Dominik Hasek didn't just enter the NHL, he took it by storm. With a style as unconventional as his journey, Hasek dominated the crease, racking up 6 Vezina trophies for best goaltender, and not 1, but 2 Hart trophies as the league's MVP. That's right, a goalie winning the MVP, and he did it twice. But Hasek wasn't just about individual accolades, he brought glory to his home country, securing Olympic gold for the Czech Republic, a feat that had fans back home and around the world celebrating in the streets. Hasek's story is like a fairy tale for any aspiring athlete, especially those from Europe. Before Hasek, European goaltenders were often overlooked in the NHL, but Hasek, he changed the game, breaking down barriers and showing that talent knows no borders, inspiring a whole generation of goalies that followed. His legacy as a draft steal is undeniable, proving that sometimes the greatest treasures are found in the most unexpected places.
Here's a breakaway. Look out. Hasek coming out. Oh! Gabrick right over top of Dom.
What is
Is he
this?
going to get a tripping penalty? What's he going to get? But Dominik Hasek came out,
What?
and he's going to get a trip. He can't believe it.
So, the next time you think about the greatest draft steals in NHL history, remember Dominik Hasek. His journey from the 199th pick to an NHL legend is a reminder to all of us. Never underestimate the underdog. These stories of Luc Robitaille, Henrik Zetterberg, Doug Gilmour, Brett Hull, Pavel Datsyuk, and Dominik Hasek highlight the unpredictable nature of the NHL draft. They remind us that talent can emerge from the most unexpected places, transforming late-round picks into legends of the game. So the next time the draft rolls around, remember that the next superstar might just be hidden in those later rounds, waiting for their chance to shine. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed these incredible stories of perseverance and triumph, and subscribe for more insights into the fascinating world of hockey.